Welcome to another Figuring Out Japan video, and in this video we will be taking a look at the Super Mario Galaxy movie McDonald's toys. Quite a mouthful. So there is a new movie called the Super Mario Galaxy movie. That's the actual title, you can see. And I'd love to know what you guys think of the film because it has had some mixed responses. A lot of movie critics, surprise, surprise, have been critical of the film, whereas the fan base seems to have received it quite well. My own personal view was I thought it was pretty good. I mean, Super Mario is not known for detailed stories and character development, and so I think they did just about as well as they could have given the source material. And I think it's what you expect for a Super Mario movie. So sure, it wasn't amazing, but I definitely didn't think that it was bad. It's good fun. But we're here to talk about the McDonald's toys. So these came out in late March 2026. So if you're watching this in the future, unfortunately, it might be hard to get your hands on these. And there are 12 in the set, but I only have 6. So let's just have a look at the 6 that I have here. So we have Bowser Jr. And with these, they are... so obviously they're a figurine that you can display, but they also have you can also change the base and have it as a clip. And you can clip it onto your bag. You can see that it actually opens up there. So you can clip it onto your bag, or you could even use it as a Christmas decoration, and you can spin this around so it's, the right way up. So yeah, quite good that that's a very clever design. I think that it serves as both the stand and also as a practical thing that you can use in your everyday life, because it always brightens up your day if you have this sitting on your desk at work, or you have it on your bag. Although unfortunately a lot of kids take them from other kids, so just be careful. So then we have Bowser, Big Bad Bowser. And you can see, I mean, the detail is pretty basic. They haven't even bothered showing the different colors on his shell. But, you can very clearly see who it's meant to represent. And I think for a cheap little plastic McDonald's toy, I think they've done a pretty reasonable job. Next we have Peach. And you can see here that the back is actually different. So they've got the star pattern. I think they did a pretty good job for Peach, actually. And then I'm very surprised to see that a lot of people don't know who this is. So this is Rosalina. It's not Peach in a different outfit. It's Rosalina, and she's the main character in Super Mario Galaxy and Super Mario Galaxy 2, which are video games released on the Nintendo Wii. And they're two fantastic games. So if you've never played them, make sure you do. Yeah. So that is Rosalina. And I don't want to give too much away on the movie if you haven't seen it, but it does allude to an interesting dynamic between those two that's never really been explored. No shock, I might add, given they look similar, but yeah. And then we have Wonder Bowser Jr., which is interesting because it reminds me of Super Mario Sunshine, because he has the paintbrush in the film, and that's why he's this color. So yeah, I think they did a good job there with the color, the different colors. It's an interesting mix. And then we have Yoshi with the obviously the egg in the background, the iconic egg. And I love what they did with the eyes. They really captured that sort of, childish, innocent look of Yoshi. So they are the 6 that I have. The ones that I don't have are Mario, Luma. So Luma's the little star that you'll see in the movie. Frog Luigi, Toad, Fire Mario. So Fire Mario has a white hat, and Birdo, which is a pink character. Looks a little bit like Yoshi, but with a different nose. So the way that McDonald's have done this, and it might vary different parts of the world, so I'm only speaking for Australia, but at the end of March 2026, they started releasing these, and they released 2 each week. Now, unfortunately, I didn't know this that they were even doing this promotion, and so I missed it. So it's not, you can't just go into McDonald's and try and get all 12. It's actually based on time frame. Now, chances are you're watching this in the future and the whole promotion's finished anyway, but if you're watching it recently, I will go into a bit of detail. So the first week they had Mario and Luma. Second week they had Bowser Jr. and Frog Luigi. The third week they had Bowser and Peach. Fourth week they had Rosalina and Toad. Fifth week they had Wonder, Bowser Jr. and Yoshi. And then the last week, which hasn't come yet, is the Fire Mario and the Birdo. However, I know in other parts of the world, people have got all 12. So it might be different in your region. Now, McDonald's have made it very tricky to collect these because not only do you have to go into McDonald's each week, but I've also noticed that typically a McDonald's will only have one. So for example, if this week is Wonder, Bowser Jr. and Yoshi, you can't go into one store and get both of them. One store will have only Wonder, Bowser Jr. and the other store will have only Yoshi. So you've actually got to go to multiple McDonald's stores to try to get them. To even further complicate things, what McDonald's have done is usually the toys come in a clear plastic bag. However, these ones come in blind boxes. So you don't actually know which one you're going to get. However, I'm happy to share a little secret, I guess, which is that you can tell from the box which one you get. And I'm not talking about, weighing them with superfine scales, but on the back of the box, although in some regions it's the bottom of the box, but for Australia it's the back of the box, you will see this code in bold, and it will say 28914, and all of them have 28914. What's important is what's after the dash. So for this one, after the dash is 05, and 05 is Yoshi. How do I know that? I just do from trial and error. So every box that has a 05 will have a Yoshi in it. And then for this one, let's just grab another one. So this one is -11. So -11 is Wonder, Bowser Jr. So what you can do, and another little tip, a lot of people don't know this, even some McDonald's staff actually I've noticed don't know this. You can go into a McDonald's store and say, hey, I just want to buy the toy. And they can sell it to you. In Australia, it's $3. So that's about $2 US. And so in theory, you can, and this is what I was going to do. I was just going to go in there and say, hey, I want all 12, sell them to me, pay money, that's it. But, now I know this whole system that McDonald's have gone to. But at the very least, what you can do is go into McDonald's and say, hey, I just want to buy the toy, and then ask them to show you the box, and then just have a look at the code and see if it's a code. It doesn't really matter what number it is. You just want a number that you don't have already, right? But I will leave in the comments the codes for all 12, so you can very easily match up which code is which. But happy collecting. There are also, I've noticed, at least 2 different boxes for the Happy Meals. So you have Bowser and Mario, and then there's another one that has, as you can see, Yoshi and Luigi. There is also apparently a book that you can get. I'm not sure. I'd be very fascinated to know if someone can leave a comment what's actually in the book. Is it like a kid's activity book, or is it something about the movie? But thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment on your thoughts of this collection, or if you've managed to collect all 12 yourself, and I will see you in the next video.